Hello everybody and welcome back to playing Daggerfall. I was waiting for a potential delivery and I didn't really want to go downstairs with my stream outfit and makeup. But my husband's awake now so he can wait for the delivery instead, which is a lot more preferred. I kind of feel like I would definitely look a bit like a clown if I went down exactly the way that I look right now to greet the delivery driver when a delivery arrives. I know that delivery drivers don't care that much, but I am very, very, very self-conscious, and I definitely wouldn't want to encounter any neighbors on my walk downstairs. So the last time when we were here, we were banging on doors, and that is what we're gonna continue doing.
Subscription received.
Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's put... That is such a wonky N. I should definitely relocate my keyboard. Anyway, to start the quest, which I want to do today, is the Ancient Watcher. Hello! We have to locate where the quest giver is, which is in one of the residences. And when we find it, the game will tell us that it is the right residence onto here. Like, it definitely spawns as a name on the map, because I've done a similar quest before where I needed to locate the quest giver. Unfortunately, there is no way to narrow it down. Like, I do not know if normally you could, like, ask NPCs and they would actually, like, tell you where something is, but that's just... With this, don't worky for me. So all I can do is to knock on every single door and check if it's the correct house or not. I thankfully don't need to knock on any orange doors because that is not a residence, and we are 100% looking for a residence. Oh god. This is open. Oh, okay. Whose house is that? Unclear. Hello? Well, not the right person, that's for sure. It's kind of awkward when they actually, like, tell me that they exist and that they're inside the house. What were you looking for? Did you have to be a missionary? Was it like knock knock, can I share the word about our Lord? The essential metalsmith. That was definitely not the right building to interact with. Climbing mode? No! Info mode, thank you. Not climbing anywhere. So this is a no. Oh! Yeah, fair enough. There's actually like some churches around in my place. Sometimes when I go on walks, I'm half tempted to like look on the inside, but I think they will never be open. I'm so used to churches like being just a building that you can't enter, and I'm pretty sure that they're not in England. But then again, I'm also not very used to cemeteries having work hours, but they do here. Because apparently quite a lot of people rob not the graves, but gravestones, because some of them will have metal thingies on them, and you're like, ah, free metal. I don't exactly know what kind of recycling place would like take metal crosses or like inscription boards, but what do I know? I never tried selling anything that said in loving memory of. Okay, we have a house that way. Yeah, it's a very weird place where, they still open up sometimes, but they're not always open. Now that I think about it, somebody, like, legitimately has to go and work in that building. Like, nobody lives in churches anymore. Like, you're not just gonna be like, I'm a priest and this is also my house. You're just gonna be like, this is where my 9 to 5 takes place. Oof. That's definitely creative. It required somebody climbing places with a ladder. Huh? Wait, house for sale, you say? How did I go into it? That seems a bit wrong. Okay, we have painted so many ends in here. Well, there's also the tiny house over here. Southwest. Sometimes directions are hard, man. Especially when it comes to my brain. Okay, nothing of value here either. You would think that somebody looking for an inconspicuous location, this little out-of-the-place house, would be like perfect, but no. Well, let's grab the other one that's in between stores as well. If I end up coloring the whole of Sentinel in ends, I will be very, very concerned. Are you a house? No, you're not. Well, you are sorta, but you don't house what I need you to house. You're housing wrong. Right, that is a house. And it is definitely very not valuable, according to the game. Don't steal here, it has nothing of value. Are you a house? Yes, you are. Don't lie. I can see your housiness. So, from here, I need what? Here? Yes! That's the house that I would like to click on. Nope, it is not here either. This is literally, let's paint the map with ends. Hills got music. Housing places have ends. Just Myrta's way of saying not here. If I ever have to do a quest like this again in Sentinel, then I'll have to be erasing all of these ends or adding another one, which is like an X or something next to the end, which let's hope that I never have to do something like this ever again. Okay, that is another house for sale that I accidentally entered. An N! Which stands for House of No. And then, of course, sometimes we will have to actually, like, go to sleep. This is a house for sale. Why are you even standing here? Like, Daggerfall, are you sure that this house is for sale? Because I think I entered somebody's home and then you tried to sell it to me. Yeah, I want to, like, investigate this bit and then start climbing back up. But while here, may as well investigate the corner house. Okay, that is somebody's residence and apparently I am welcome. Whose residence is it? I don't really want to climb up the stairs. I feel like I might not have a choice. Well, at least this is like Rate My Crib, the Daggerfall edition. I give your crib a ghostly owner out of 10, because seriously, this person ain't even here. he was just able to project things into my mind when it came to entering their house. Which is honestly kinda creepy. Ah, it's my favorite! The let's make it square but not quite so house. Just, you know, in case you wanna be original. That's when you build like a common backyard with your, I wanted to say enemies, but they're probably just your neighbors. Though it wouldn't be surprising to me if there were just like rival families living in here. Oh, this residence has blue flooring. That's interesting. I don't think it is you who I'm seeking. Now, by this point, I no longer remember who I seek, but it feels wrong to say that it's you, so I'm gonna say that it probably isn't. It's really awkward when people are actually home. Like, what are you even doing here? I'm just rating houses in here with no's. Must look like I'm trying to rob a place. Like, which of these are good for robbing? Well, nope. Okay, this is a residence, but like, what else? Why am I looking in this when I should be looking in my letters? I don't quite remember what was the name of the NPC that I'm seeking, so, you know. Akahasi. If we see any Akahasis, or sexes, whatever this word says, or any Blachams, it will work. But until then, it's a no. Nope. So slightly to the west, have like this small house that hides behind all of the big ones. I think it will be the square one. Haven't checked it yet. You know, at least if I was like preaching. That is the weirdest room design ever. That's legitimately a closet. Minus like the clothes or okay, this house is okay, it has some furniture. I was gonna say it's creeping me out. I don't want to kill any bars, but your name do be rocking though, so it's a no for what I'm seeking, but that was definitely interesting. Like, you're the first place that I ever saw that came pre-equipped with a closet room, so I'm gonna give your crib high ratings. This one is locked. Now, the quest giver's house may also be locked. That is important to take note of. Also, don't you love it when Amazon is like, yeah, we're gonna deliver anytime in the morning up until 12, and now it's like nearly 12, and I'm like, bastards, you didn't deliver. What were I waiting all these hours for? Why was I so stressed that I would need to go down in a very revealing crop top and horns and full face of makeup, which normally is just lipstick and eyeshadow because I actually don't use anything else. You see people that do like contouring and they do foundation and like they know how to do eyeshadow that isn't just black. I don't. Okay, another house for sale. I sometimes try, it doesn't come out too well because they will like do all of these fancy things and I will just be like, I slapped some black on my eyes, perfect. It's amazing, it goes very, very well. Anyway, I have this idea that wearing foundation's probably not very good for your skin, probably kind of hard for your skin to breathe with it. But I also don't like the feeling of makeup. So there's that. The building that I'm right against, that's this one. Do need to check it. It's the same as nail polish or glue on nails at some people. Wurg! Well, I don't think I'm looking for a wurg now, am I? That's very orc name. I'm surprised that a non-orc is proudly being called Verg. I see we haven't checked the house that's like that way. The more down one we did check, this one we haven't, I believe. Yeah. No, that's still a no. I used to like nail polish as a kid. It was kind of pretty to play with. But not only nail polish, but also nail polish remover just gives me the ick. And now actually I'm imagining the feeling of nail polish remover and I'm really, really hating it. When you put on nail polish, it for some reason just like feels like your nail can't breathe. Like you have something stuck on it. And that just feels kind of wrong. And then like, you kind of want to pick on it. But then you shouldn't. And I can't forget that feeling. But then when you want to remove it, it's you put a fairly foul-smelling chemical liquid onto a cotton bud. And then you like rub it on your nail. And there's something about that feel of cotton that's extra no, if you ask me, and I don't know why that is such a sensory ick if I try to remember it right now. That's a no. Which is a shame. If I had a quest giver in a house that was barely bigger than a toilet and was very round, I would say that it's quite a unique place to live in. Also, my endurance is depleting quite a while. This is why we're walking from place to place and, you know, testing all of these houses. Ooh, you may enter. Who are you? A lot of letters I see. Not someone that I'm looking for, but definitely a lot of letters. I'll keep you in mind if I ever need to learn the alphabet. So, this is the house that we haven't checked yet. Nothing of value. I don't actually know how much our endurance is gonna last, considering that all I'm doing is walking. We might pass out in the streets. I don't know if they think that passing out in the street is a crime or not. Daggerfall's definitely weird in the way that you can't rest. So I'm like, what if they're like, you can't sleep here, you're a criminal if you do. I need to go like up and then sideways. There's like a small house that I still haven't checked. Still up. Still quite up. Okay, that endurance is really... It is this house. It is very much bugging me. I think we'll have to just dive and find a sleepy place. But the screaming dagger is quite a bit away. Let's start climbing towards the screaming dagger. Was something that I was already doing, but let's do more of it. So this is a no. There aren't that many houses to check between me and the screaming dagger right now. As opposed to a falling dagger, which is what the name is called. Of the game, I mean. It must have experienced quite the dagger rain, and honestly... It was such a missed opportunity to just have, like, sharp weapons fall from the sky from time to time. Like, why did you make it a wraith curse instead of, there's a spell that makes it rain daggers in these lands? That's why it's called Daggerfall. Another house with nothing of value. I am gonna have been correct. Like, the last time I said, watch the side that I'm avoiding be the correct side. Bet you anything I'm very, very correct on that. So, like, it won't be anywhere here. It will probably be, like, all the way to the other side that I started the last time. And then it was like, it's kind of a lot of houses, so let me just do the top first. Who are you? The naming convention is very, very weird. I'm gonna assume that it's all, like, Norse names or something like that. Let's hobble along this way. I know that we're practically on no energy now, but we can do one more house. I tell myself, please don't arrest me, I might fall over. Like, be nice. My character's definitely very, very, very tired. No, I'm just a bit scatterbrained. The tabletop that hasn't been meeting for like a month. Realizing that we're not gonna meet for like majority of August as well. We have managed to get an impromptu session going. And did I buy a room in here? No, I haven't. Well, that's a bit of a problem because now I'll have to hobble my ass to wherever the room manager is. Hello, you look like the room manager. Can I pay you far too much gold, please? So I wasn't really expecting to play that tabletop thing. And then like, whoa, okay, my cats have definitely done some recording, so... Hopefully... I don't understand. The T button normally does not work. But it does when my cats replace the button with something, then it works. But when it's actually T, it doesn't work. Even though the button is T. But yeah, I wasn't really expecting to have to play the tabletop. Come on, brain, we can finish a sentence. So it was a surprise to me that we all agreed to. Which, thank you for following, which means that I entirely forgot when it is. Because that is how my brain works, so... I fully prepared it to be today. And it's actually tomorrow. So... I showed up about 24 hours early. And that honestly keeps on happening to me. Suppose it's better to be early than late. But I was like really rushing my brain because I had work to finish before that. And it's so weird. Like, I have periods. Normally I wouldn't. Normally I would have like some amount of work every single day. But now I'm having periods when there's no work. Because I suppose during summer people just don't like to buy things. And just when I get used to it, there's suddenly a lot of work in one day. So it ends up being that, well, if I had something planned that day, and then something else possibly planned in like a short notice, and then I also have a lot of work, then my internal brain starts screaming because, you know, we all have an external brain too, that they don't know where we store it, but just trust me on this, okay? So, I did all that work, and I showed up early, and I kinda put it in between work, and I showed up 24 hours early, and then the session wasn't there. But I have strained my brain to such a point where after that point my brain just went, I give up! And I did absolutely nothing for hours on end because I just couldn't focus whatsoever. That is a plant. You know, this is the spooky soundtrack, but I don't hate it. I feel like I walked past something important. There was another house here. We want to make sure that we knock on all the doors. We're very, very good missionaries. This is what we do. It is absolutely amazing to me that there are enough doors for me to be spending like a lot of time knocking, and I feel so bad that I didn't like do this outside of session, so I suppose you're getting the most Daggerfall experience possible, because this is as Daggerfall as it gets. You get to see it all, but because I was so scatterbrained and now it's so late, like I'm late to my own stream, I just... A lot of timing thing completely went off because my brain wasn't working. I definitely didn't have the time to like put in to, you know, pre-prepare and do all this shit off camera. All of this door knocking. So instead, you get to watch me knock on doors and talk to you. And I get to be like, hey, how's your day going? Have you done any door knocking recently? When was the last time you knocked on a door? Something tells me that I should go and hit up those buildings too. That something might be my brain going, if we don't do that, it doesn't look organized. We should remember to actually hit up buildings before we mark them though. Oh, now I also need to knock down that one. Because otherwise it doesn't look organized. I mean, I'm gonna be knocking on them all. By this point, when I do actually get the right house with the, you know, NPC that I'm looking for, I'm gonna be so surprised because half of my life now has been knocking on doors. And I will be like, what? We're going somewhere with the quest? And I did read up on the other quest, Berenzia quest. We have 150 days to start it. But when you start it, you get like 6 days to recover the item that you want, or else the item relocates, and if the item relocates, you are gonna get negative, just like negative reputation points with the Underking if then you actually complete the quest. So I don't want that item to relocate, but that is a problem for a different me. For me, that's currently not stressed about like a 20-day time limit on knocking on doors. Like, I have to find that NPC. And we did now spend like 2 days in here, which is... I mean, I spent like 11 days traveling, so 2 days are nothing. But just the fact that we have spent 2 days knocking on doors... You know, in the age of AI, I'm gonna make such great opinion pieces because of Daggerfall, I feel like. Oh no. Jesus Christ. When did I save? Yeah, that is... That's just, an in-between screen. Please don't mind. Daggerfall has now crashed on me. Alright. Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Shit. You know where we saved. You know where we saved from the music. Inside of Screaming Beggar. Rather, not screaming. It's not doing any screaming. It is, it's here. I don't remember when we did this. And I don't actually remember which places we did. Hooray! So, yeah, that happens. I suppose. When Daggerfall just goes, time to shut down. Anyway, definitely the most Daggerfall experience that you're gonna have. This. All of this. What I was saying is that I could make an opinion piece of Daggerfall. That in the age of AI and generation that people want so badly, this is a great example of how you not do that. It's a fantastic example of that, really. Like, if you make quests where I have to do this, just knock on every single door in the region, and it's gonna cost me a lot of time. And there's no better way of doing it. This is how you do not design a game? Like, forgive me, but I stand but what I say. This doesn't feel like you should design a game like this. And I am now gonna be saving fairly often, just in case Daggerfall goes, Daggerfall has crashed! Please press return and lose your progress. You do not pass go, you do not collect your 200 bookies. Let's see. A lot of, like, the playthroughs that I saw of Daggerfall, they definitely did not get stuck door knocking. So I think normal people, like, they go, this is gonna be boring, so I'm not gonna show it. But then if you're a person that then decides to play this said game later, because you saw somebody streaming it, you're gonna encounter this bit. And maybe you're gonna get lucky. Because, you know, not everybody will get unlucky. But maybe you won't. And then you'll get to see a lot of this lock has nothing to fear from you, or Daggerfall has shut itself down because it didn't want to be a part of this. You should be a part of this, but not Daggerfall by itself. Daggerfall got bored. This makes me think that I'm inside a building, and I know that I'm not. Okay, that's... Those are the other buildings, and whoa. That is really amazing. It's now doing this pretty often. Is there a door over there that's doing it? Is it having a graphical glitch right there? Because that kind of feels like it. We did save extra often. Is it the nighttime that's doing it? Where are we now? So this is a no. I'm actually gonna walk on this side. To see, can I sneak onto those other buildings? I know that that makes literally no sense. But the problem might be caused by going into the backyard. And I do need to check them. I don't know what is in that backyard that's causing that problem. But it seems that something is. So let's just be very, very, very careful about it. There we go. We kinda snuck around. I definitely can't guarantee that that's not gonna happen again. It is kind of freaking me out. Like, new emotion unlocked. Terror. Let's also be very, very careful with buildings over there. Let's just kind of avoid entering backyards. Because, I think game no likey. Maybe it's the way that it's rendering them, I don't know. So that is a no, but this is very, very close to where we crashed the first time, so I am extra afraid. You have a corner between two houses. That one we checked. Means I kind of need to stick to this wall. But we're gonna be very, very, very sneaky about it. Mainly because so that the game doesn't just kind of suicide on me. I feel like this is one of the dangerous spots. Because I'm seeing quite a lot of architecture and even some plant foliage. I think that the last time it was the door that crashed me. Like, door was trying to do something very, very funny, rendering-wise. And it did not succeed. That is stairs. Please don't die on me just because I'm watching some stairs. Understand, game, that rendering your own environment is very, very hard. Unfortunately, I can't help you with that. It is, you have to be a big boy and do it yourself. Nobody will save you. As far as rendering's concerned. And the best case scenario, we find the right door. And the worst case scenario, I save myself into a corner and reload into an infinite crash. It's just not something that I really, really want to experience. So the sooner we locate the right residence, the better. Thank you so much. I present some very riveting content in this game, like door knocking and being scared shitless that the game's gonna crash on me while I'm doing all of this, because it has already done that several times. I'm looking for the Ancient Watcher quest giver. And it seems that if the game tries to render something wrong during nighttime, it just kind of shits bricks, so we're being very, very, very careful about that. This is like the biggest sneak mission that I've done in this game. So that's also a no. Everywhere where, you can see everywhere where the quest giver is not, just by the amount of no's that are on my map. And yes, they go all the way to the edge. And all the way up here. And all the way in here. There is no NPC that I can ask. And because the quest is randomly generated, it is not something that I can look up. Yep, I have to find the right residence by hand. I couldn't figure out of a better way of doing this. If the right residence does not exist, we're gonna be fucked. So just so you know, we're kind of really hoping that the game didn't absolutely shit itself and generate an impossible quest, because this is part of the main quest line. So it is not a quest that you can refuse, and not a quest that you can fail, or else you kind of just putting the whole main quest line to the drain. We're not gonna crash onto ourselves. Well, what I learned from doing one of the quests before was that if you investigate the right house with an actual like quest NPC that's, you know, important for your quest, it will actually output such and such residence on the map. But for this, you kinda do need to approach every house and touch it. I asked him. I might have just explained it about 5 times over. I don't know, that might be it. Not sure. I am surprised that we managed to get this far, folks. Even if something really bad happens, we're gonna pat ourselves on the back, because the DOSBox version of Daggerfall is known for being very unstable, and we honestly could have died at Painting the Truth quest, where the quest giver really didn't want to give me the quest until eventually she gave it to me telepathically. Yeah, I know, right? So I'm proud that we got this far. It is an amazing amount of progress that we have done on a game that's being very unruly with me. Which honestly makes me... Okay, we just swam through the pavement for a little while. It's okay, it happens sometimes. It makes me wonder whether Arena mechanically holds up better or worse. Like, I know that it's obviously more outdated, but it's smaller. And less things are procedurally generated, if any at all. Which makes me question, maybe it works better? But, there we go. We shot ourselves again, guys. Which of the saves was most recent? Now I'm saving kinda really often, so it's not as bad, but 3 times we have shit itself now, and I was just getting comfortable. I started to believe that perhaps we're not gonna do the shitties of ourselves anymore, and then we did. Yes. This keeps on happening, I think. We're about the right place. I think. Maybe. I'm being very, very, very careful. This is also a no. Any kind of like inner corridors definitely giving me danger vibes. I think it has problems with rendering things sometimes, and that's why it does the thing that it does. I do appreciate the music. It was actually a really nice element in my last stream. When all the crashes weren't happening yet. Hopefully we never encounter a point where we can't save and reload. It's also kind of why you bounce save files a lot and don't use just one, just so that if one completely corrupts itself, you have others to reload to. Wonder if it's something to do with like lighting and illumination that does the whole crash thing. So that is a store. Don't really need to worry about it. Do you need to worry about those 2 houses over here? There's no terror like an unstable game. Well, probably if you're getting murdered, your terror would definitely exceed the terror of an unstable game, but I gotta say that unlike the rank of like like playing against a strong boss or anything like that, this is kind of outranking it. The help, my game has fallen and it cannot get up because it is an old granny. Yeah, I don't blame you. I do enjoy that music myself. Reminds me that I did see Guild Wars 2 video today. Did I just check that house and not mark it? No, this is like pure wall. It was a Guild Wars 2 video, and the person in the video was honestly really, really impressive. Why is there just a whole bunch of sunflowers? And bushes, please, plants. I think my rendering engine might seppuku itself upon witnessing your glory. Just perhaps decide not to exist. That would definitely help me. Yeah, they're doing a whole series where they solo everything. And they were soloing quite a serious boss. And they were playing Final Fantasy XIV music instead. And I was like, oh, I recognize that soundtrack. I know where this is from. Though I am surprised that they'd have done that, because normally if you're making a video This is quite a common occurrence, isn't it? Normally, if you're making a video and you're using music from a different product, the developers of the other product might actually get mad with you. And you can get copy striked, but then again, I do not know what kind of like copyright is Guild Wars 2 music on, because if it's pretty bad, then that might explain why people don't use it. Very recently, The Sims 4 has gotten a streamer-friendly mode that effectively switches off in-game any kind of copyrighted music, so that if you can't, like, play that music and YouTube's gonna get mad with you for playing that music, it is disabled in-game. But at the same time, that has left very, very, very few tracks in the game. Like, when you flick that setting on, it has something like 3 songs per genre remaining. Which makes me think, EA, what kind of agreements did you make with the people that made your music? It just doesn't seem like they were very good. What is this? What is this door? Oh, okay. It's here. It is not the plants that are crashing me. It is doors in particular. And unfortunately, I have to click on them. I have no mouth, but I must scream, but instead of that, it is doors. I have no more rendering power, but I must click. And click. And click. That building. Click! Okay, nothing to fear from me. Good. I didn't really want any scared doors in my vicinity anyway. So now we're gonna do this bit. This bit, and then it will start, the map will start climbing back up. I am kind of suspicious of the thing that says just residence. You know, there's no reason for it to be the correct one. But we can select where we start checking, right? Let's just walk up to it. Provided that our game will allow me. Because I need to do this side anyway. So we can like walk up to it and then we can start going down. I wanna check if I'm retarded or not. Like maybe that is the correct residence. And maybe they marked it on my map for some reason, not like residence of a certain person, but it's just residence. That also might be wishful thinking. I will be brave and I will even run. But you know, this game being very, very sensitive to crashes, probably not the best idea. Oh. I'm trying to cross my toes at all right now, and I think it's hurting my big toe. And it's actually pointing in not the right direction when I try to do it. So I gave up on it. You can probably... Oh, maybe if I move my middle toe on my big toe, I can do it. But if I think about it too hard, it stops working. Do not ask. Just out of habit, let me mark a no in here. So this is the mysterious residence. This is the mysterious residence, and I'm about to do very, very aggressive door knocking. Hopefully the police doesn't come.
Hold!
No.
Hold! 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 Hold!
You have fun with that.
Hold!
At least another hour. Maybe more. Ah!
Hold!
They're yelling at me to hold, and I'm walking into furniture. Oh shit.
Hold!
Where am I?
Hold! Hold!
Am I inside?
Hold! 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 Hold!
Oh, nice to know that I can exit to the inside of the building. Am I even in the same building still? I was. This is the residence in question, and because there's no bounty system, if you enter and exit a building, you do actually de-aggro the police. Which is really nice. These people are geniuses, they're just hiding their dirty clothes inside. They're important items inside their dirty clothes. Well, good to know that nobody's chasing me anymore. Let me just check some more buildings, and I'm gonna come back to that one at daytime to figure out if it is the right one or not, because maybe the people are just out. I don't know. It was kind of scary to exit into the inside of the building, though. My whole stream will remember, but none of the policemen, thankfully. Don't report me to the popo. This building has no doors. Okay, that sudden music change kinda scared me. That is all one building. Let's do a bit up from here. I'm still not convinced that residence thing is not correct. Like, it very well might be. But there's nobody there at the moment. But also, it is the middle of the night. But at the same time, you would think that somebody would be using those beautiful beds and actually sleeping on them. I do really enjoy the lack of crashes in here, though. Alright, I think the last time I slept at the Beaver, That sounds highly inappropriate. That building's connected to the beaver, so it's a automatic no. Also, does anyone know, like, recent generations slang changes? Ow, my ears? I'm asking because somebody at one point called me a narc. And, whoa! What? Somebody shot me. Hello? Can I help you? Yeah, and from what I remember, it used to mean snitch. And I was like, where? How? How does this relate to anything that I ever put out content-wise? And I never got clarification. And now I'm wondering if they were calling me a narcotics user? Because I do not know Gen Alpha slang at all. To be fair, I kinda don't know Gen Z slang either. So I'm like... maybe it changed? I do hate though how... you meet the newer generation and then you just kinda... Right, that is the long building. Okay, I did check it. And then you have to try and whip out the online dictionary to try and figure out what are they trying to say as a sentence. And sometimes it still does not make any sense. I'm a millennial too! And I had to look up, and that wasn't part of the definition, so... maybe they thought that I looked like a druggie, which is... weird, but okay. I don't think I look like a druggie. But then again, I'm biased. I'm me. As an old? What kind of meaning is that? I mean... I know people born with paler, but... I would kind of say my lack of teeth, but you actually can't see that. That's a secret that I sometimes show off, and that is entirely because I was born with really bad teeth. So now I'm gonna be missing two. Thankfully, none of them at the front, so you can't tell. I can tell. Hey! But if my jaw ever locks up, I will still be able to eat. Not that there's any reason to believe that my jaw will ever lock up, but... would have this nice hole that I could shove food through. I mean, possible. Maybe they're used to seeing very, very, very polished people online? You know, sometimes I end up comparing myself to it because, even regular people on social media will end up looking very, very polished, and most people that feel self-conscious will actually refuse to go on camera. So you'll have like a lot of, one of them like anime avatar streams or camless streams. So sometimes I'm like, no, I look so bad. And then like I look at a YouTuber that is like trying on clothes. And I realize that underneath their clothes, they're wearing like real like strong shapewear. And I'm like, Okay, maybe I'm not bad, I'm just not using as many things as they are. I think it ended at like 95? 98? Around there? And it started like 80-ish? I'm gonna look it up. Term used to describe a person born between 1981 and 1996. 94. So I'm somewhat on the young side for millennials, but I still count. My husband is like 88, so he is on the older side of millennials compared to me, but still counts as the same generation. And whoa! Why do I just now have random assassins just... Oh, okay, I suppose it's just not safe outside at night, kids. Hey! I'm also very, very used to being in an MMO where, old people are not uncommon, so... anything between, like, 30 and 70 is the norm. So, sometimes when I meet, like, severely younger people, I'm surprised. I don't know why. They happen more often, like, social media platforms that I do not visit. Like, for example, TikTok. I've heard that there's a lot of young people there. I've also heard that they're all suffering from, like, real unhappiness due to not only the shit economic situation that they were born in, the helplessness of it all, whole bunch of wars, but also due to low self-esteem because they're constantly comparing themselves against other people that end up going as far as getting like plastic surgeries in order to look perfect, and I'm like just fish-brained over here. I'm like, hey, I'm me. I sometimes put on some lipstick. It works. And then I wash it off before going to bed. We do have this very, very weird corner house. I'm still not ruling out that residence, but I want it to be daytime. So that there's someone present, hopefully. You know these houses that people only use during day for some reason? And they're like, oh, it's nighttime, of course I'm not at home. Well, where do you sleep? Under the floor? Maybe they have like a basement to hide in? Maybe night visitors are nothing good. To be fair, I did break into their house by literally demolishing their door. If that happened to me, I would probably hide too. Like, it seems like a sensible thing to do. That blinking light makes me very, very suspicious that this house is gonna explode. My game, that is, not literally explode. So let's continue walking. That's also a no. It's Also, no, it did say random house. Don't think that it's supposed to be marked as a residence. Normally it's marked as who the residence belongs to. And that's not the case, making me think that maybe it isn't the residence. Suspense of whether or not it is the residence is so totally gonna kill me. Well, actually the game crashing will, but... Also not literally, because I'm not on life support and thankfully it is not plugged into Daggerfall. If it was, I would be so screwed. If you ever have to choose what to power your life support on, do not say Daggerfall. It won't end well. It will end really poorly, if I must say. There's so many houses in here that are not even worth robbing from. Look at the amount of houses that we got left to do versus the amount of houses that we did. I am so proud of us. Even if it ends up being very, very fruitless, I am so proud of us. Now, it is not like I could actually reload and regenerate these quests, because from what I've learned from loading, is that it doesn't actually change what NPC you're supposed to, like, meet in quests. Which makes me think that while, yes, it is randomly generated, it does it at, like, a specific point. And that point is not at the point of getting the quest to do it, so... If you saved before that and regenerated the quest, it will always generate the same way. For some really bizarre reason. So, this house also has nothing of value. This house also has nothing of value. I do wonder if there is a way, like, if I'm missing the NPC completely, if there is a way to cheat myself to the next step of the quest. But that wasn't in the open cheating manual, so I don't know. Like, is it just, like, somewhere in the save file and I can, like, bork some numbers? Because I'm totally down for borking some numbers. You sus residents. Right, time to be brave and try the alleyway in between houses, even though I know that these are very, very dangerous noodle spots. Let's check all the other houses while we're waiting for it to become morning, when we can actually check the... residence again. I remember one person talking about a speedrun. I think it was in a Morrowind video, actually. That included depatching the game. Like, the middle of it. Or, like, patching it up. Like, changing the patch version that you're on. In order to cause a skip to happen. I want these people to, honestly... to tackle Daggerfall. And just figure out how to make skips happen to make this game work in the first place. Like, hello, speedrunners of Morrowind that are depatching the game in the middle of the run. Could you focus on the game that came before? Because it's very, very, very brokey. I mean, I say that, but somebody has outright reprogrammed it in Unity. But I mean, I do say that, but some people are still encountering the same errors in Unity too. It might be just part of how Daggerfall go. And in this case, no-go. no. Do, 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 do. I want to finish checking all of Sentinel. At some point it progressed beyond fear, it progressed beyond any reason. Like, maybe I'll get the NPC and maybe I won't, but now it became a sense of point. The point in checking all of Sentinel. Because, I mean, look at this beauty! This is how much we haven't checked. That and the weird residence. I feel very, very drawn to come back to it when there's somebody home. I am so gonna clickbait the hell out of this title. I have checked every house in Sentinel and this is what I found. I am also assuming that different doors lead to the same place, as they're attached to the same house. You won't believe what I found after checking all of Sentinel. Crashes. A lot of them, actually. Also, one house came with a walk-in closet. That was fancy as all heck. I rate this as danger noodle territory because too much house make game grow crash. So I'm once again being very, very, very careful. What time is it? 3 AM. Ah, it's the witching hour. Except instead of the supernatural creatures, we are getting plenty of thieves. 2 in total. Didn't even think that that was a thing. Look, every room is a walk-in closet if you have enough stuff. To be fair, they didn't have any stuff. And they did put all of their belongings inside laundry. But I do think that they were doing that because they knew that people like me were walking around. And I did kill a couple of thieves, so... break-ins are probably not uncommon. Let's save so that it doesn't shit itself. It's also no. I just really, really, really expected one of these to work. Ooh, we even have like a little house over there. The amount of houses remaining has significantly shrunk. Most of these people have the common sense to have their house locked. And apparently I do try to break in, so... that's sort of a me thing. This cube should have a door on it. Ah, that's where it is. We're just entering the Eldritch dimension, you know, with no doors. Imagine that. The NPC that I need is in a house with no doors. And the game looks at random generation and just goes, this is fine. Okay, that's still the same house that I checked before. That's a no. That is a very big and fat house. So that's a big fat no. I can't believe that I nearly knocked on every door in Sentinel. I feel like I've achieved something. Don't ask me what, but I feel like I have intimate knowledge of Sentinel's doors. That must mean something. I know I was born to become a door salesman. If the main scenario doesn't work out, it's okay, honeys. We have a career path to pursue. That of selling doors. Who else are you gonna trust with your door if not the person that tried every door in Sentinel? Not every door in the world, mind you, but... Knock knock, door selling! Thank you! Yeah, let me just sell the doors door to door. There are so few options left outside of that thing that's like marked as a residence that's empty at the moment. It might be there. We'll see. At least we know everywhere where it's not, which is practically everywhere. I mean, look, I know that you already have a door, but I tested all the doors here, and I know what I'm talking about, okay? I can offer you a better door. One that crashes, apparently. I'm pretty sure I just saved, so let's hope that we didn't save at a funny little pickle where turning around will make us crash. True Daggerfall experience, everybody. It's the game of doors and the game of really, really sad crashes. That is a bad corner to look at. Let's... Oh! Is it pretty? Let's not do that. Let's not look that way. Let's turn around and look somewhere else. That is just not a place that we're allowed to look at right now. We might be able to look at it sometime later. Just not right now. I can't believe that friggin... that Sentinel has just a no-looky places. So, sir, why haven't you checked that house over there? It was in the no-looky place. Whenever I tried to look, my brain blanked. Look, for all I know, the game is actually trying to spawn eldritch monsters and they're trying to tell me something. But they're so bad that the game themselves can't render it, so whenever I look that way, it just crashes on itself. So there's just like a Lovecraftian beast that's very much not getting its way right now. So if you're ever afraid that your technology is getting cursed, just play something low-res enough that the technology will commit seppuku while trying to render any 5D Lovecraftian monster. And then Cthulhu, it's like, damn it, I was foiled again by primitive computers, no less. I mean, my computer isn't very primitive, but the game is. We have 3 houses plus 1 that should not be named. Let's go. Then we also have the option to rest. And wait for the residence to do its thing, in case it's there. Three houses remaining. Two houses remaining. One is a danger noodle to approach as well. One house remaining. And it is a danger noodle to approach as well. And if it's not there, then we'll need to figure out what's happening with the residents. Because it is very nicely marked as the residence, but there's nobody there after I demolished its door, so there's that. Let's go this way a lot and then start climbing up. And hopefully we could have contact with that house. It's not a guarantee, but as long as I don't look at the inn, might be okay. It has to be the residence that I broke into and that was empty. Okay. Gonna go over there and we're gonna practice waiting. I do think that I should actually go straight to an inn. The Beaver Inn will do and actually rest in there, because then maybe the residence will reload itself or something. Because I have knocked its doors down, so I'm slightly worried that if there is somebody inside, that's gonna definitely impact my ability to speak with them. Let's not swim in the path. Ah, yes! I have apparently not rented a room in here. I have just rented a room everywhere else. Hello, kind sir. Please give me a 7-day room again. It should be about decent time now. It's 11. They definitely should be home. It's a bedroom. Oh, okay, we're on a different floor. That makes sense. Thought, why can't I exit? That's a bedroom. That's also a bedroom. That's a guy. Doesn't look very thrilled to be here. Oh, we still have a bit of floor to go. Okay, this is a very tall building. Guys, where's the exit? That's a bedroom. That's a closet? Maybe here somewhere? That's a bedroom. No, that's just a wall. Ah, the exit. I found it. Right, it is 11 a.m. If the residence was the correct place, it should definitely have somebody over there now. Even the Mages Guild don't sleep at 11 a.m. Well, I could enter. You get no response. Who the heck are you? Slurred key. And she's the only one here. It's not who I was looking for. Is there a possibility that I missed something? Are we in Sentinel? No. Oh my god, we were in the wrong town. Okay, that makes sense. Please tell me that you have less doors. Because I have already checked. I thought Akahasi was a name. It wasn't. It was a town. But look, for the champions of door checking, this is a smaller place in comparison. If we could check all of Sentinel, right? We can check all of Sakahasi. I found it. I legitimately found it. We're just gonna imprint a big yes in here because apparently that thing can wipe itself. We don't want that to happen. We're gonna break in quickly. No. nobody in here.
Hold! 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 Hold!
Please tell me that there is.
Hold! 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 Hold!
So I'm in the right town. At the right residence. But there's nobody here. Let's loiter for a while. Can only loiter 3 hours at a time. If you hear Santa yelling cold, I'm just... Whoops. You need to make sure to not accidentally hit the for while button, because it's actually as bad as knocking on a door. Like, the guards might not scream hold, but they're gonna be attracted to you, like they had seen fresh meat or something. It's just their spider sense tingles that somebody was trying to illegally stand around and wait in the rain like a poor person. Poor people are just not tolerated. They don't exist. Let's do 3 more hours. Just for good measure. Then let's hope that that residence, that is the correct residence, actually has somebody in it. Oh, thank God. So, you're Deekti. What about the guy that I need to be meeting? Couldn't have already been too long. Is he in the closet? Maybe I should speak to her. Maybe that's the thing. No, I get no response. So I found the residence. It's here. Oh shit, it does lead to different places. Same house can have multiple entryways and they're all individual. Good to know. Good day, Myrta. My name is Blackham. I must admit that I'm surprised to see you. I am too. Do you know how many doors I've knocked? And then I realized that I'm not even knocking in the right place. I knocked all over Sentinel. Because I thought that that was all one name of a resident. No, that was the name of a village. Are you perhaps able to help the Underking in an endeavor against the necromancers? We will reward you liberally for this service and provide information you will probably not be able to find elsewhere. Of course! This is why I did this whole thing. You will, remarkable. The necromancers have taken an item of ours, a holy candle of some value. The value is of secondary concern. The true problem is that they cursed this item and gave it to the Blades. If you're unaware, the Blades were once the honor guard for Tiber's Septim. Today they're loyal to the Empire and Tiber's code, but not always to the current Emperor. The Underking has reason to not wish harm upon the Blades. It wants you to infiltrate Castle Lugwich in Yakolon? Yakalon? And remove the holy candle. Please have this done in 65 days if you want the information and reward. Let's save over this and Kalon. Now that I can't progress, I'm not even mad anymore. Is that like a whole area? Is that what that is? I'm assuming that there has to be a Ykalon somewhere in here. Ooh, found it. Castle All. Yes, that's the one. Honestly, it doesn't take that long. I am so happy that we have progressed to here. We're at the place. We don't know how big the place will be on the inside. Might be a hell dungeon, but we found the quest giver, which is amazing. After I checked all of those doors for 2 hours straight. I'm looking for a candle. And I am in dialogue mode. That's not very good. Let's reset to grab mode. Ooh, you have like a whole big room in here and everything. I will take your money. I like those. Oh, that's a shame. I thought it might be the correct thing. Because that is a candle. Heard of you, the person that just knocked everywhere. Please give me an info on this. I will remove it from your inventory. I have some leeway with my carrying capacity right now. I am looking for a candle, so I assume it won't look like a bottle, but it might do. Ooh. This place is unusually decorated. I'm used to my places being very, very plain and confusing. I'm used to places having a bit too many rooms for their own goodness? No? You did tell me candle. Oh cool, there is just a full suit on the floor here. Oh, that's not it. Let me just override inside too. I do like how they're all like, whoops, the candle shouldn't have fallen into other people's hands, go retrieve it. And what they mean is murder everybody. I'm pretty sure I read that one already. Murdering everybody is good. It's fine. It's allowed. It's Daggerfall. Are you even, well, living if you haven't murdered everybody? I think I checked every other door, so... Upstairs is the only place we can go. Oh. Don't do that! That's actually terrifying. Scrap of parchment shows the location of ruins of all Megabith's farm. I'll never go there, game, but thank you. What is this? Unknown ring! Well, that's not a ring, game. Apparently it's a bracelet. Well, let me just... I'm just gonna smack this full on onto myself, don't mind me. Oh. Ah, I see. So you decorate the front room because that's probably what everybody's gonna be seeing. And then you just have infinite corridors, you know, stacked above it. How interesting. Definitely a decision that you can do for decorating. I don't know what a potion of purification does, but please, get in my pocket. Duh! Okay, that goes up. Let's make a decision to check everything that's on this floor first. Before we go up. There's also an elevator that goes up. So I have 65 days, I used 7 to get here. I have plenty more day remaining. Can waste some on rest. Though eventually my pockets are once again so full of gold that I can't move. Which will definitely be such a tragedy. You don't want that to happen. I'm wearing the same thing. And I don't know if her shoes would be in better condition or mine. Apparently both of our conditions are new. I suppose people don't try to smack me on my feet all that often. Might be kind of weird if they did. This guy literally tried shooting an arrow at me at point blank range and missed. Actually, your helmet has a feather on it. Is it better than mine? It's much worse. Much worse. Feathers reduce your armor integrity. Remember that, kids? Stop putting feathers everywhere where they're not supposed to be going. So those two directions are explored. This one isn't. Hearing a lot of squeaks. That goes up and that goes up. Guys, I found swimming again. What are the chances that they stored an unholy, holy, blessed candle inside water? Okay, that is some pretty steel. What I have is a lot better, but that is still some pretty steel. not unreasonably flooded yet. There's a reason to this flooding. Okay, that is unreasonably flooded. I love those automatic doors. Glad that you guys have it. Oh no, I'm hearing naked ladies! Let's not look. Let's walk away. If I don't tell YouTube about her, I'm pretty sure that they're not gonna find it. I have slipped in a boob or two into my videos before. I would say not on purpose, but kinda. I was just a bit too lazy to edit it out. It appears to me that I have not fully explored that way. So this is definitely too flooded. And this is a wall. Okay, got it. I thought that that was just not fully explored, but no, it was. There was just a wall there. Feels so fast when I run. A stamina drain is not that bad either. I think we checked everything except for things that go up. Like, I definitely checked all around here. Down is not a problem. Down I did check. It's just up that I avoided, just so that we know that we have checked all of the regular level before we went anywhere. I really want some stability in this game. Because, like, enemies hit me and I feel like my character's definitely suffering from something. So they just begin swaying uncontrollably. They have such a bad reaction to getting hit. Let me leave that for later. That later is now! Because there's nowhere else to go over here. Hello! Look at us climb to the 3rd floor. I also remember that there was a door behind which there were ways to climb up as well. So we'll have to come back to it. I'm taking very big mental notes though, because I've got a big brain. It doesn't get used much, but it's definitely there. Last I checked. I just sometimes, you know, open up my skull and prod it. So that's another way up. Are we sure that we're in a castle and not like a tower? Right, this is why I wanted the other one to die fast and aggressively. Because there was a dude behind me and he was just poking me in my butt. Which I don't appreciate much. Or in a word of a song, that don't impress me much. I mean, look. If somebody broke down in my house... I might feel okay about being a little aggressive too. Like, technically I don't live here, they do. There are now 2 locations where I have neglected to actually go up. And several locations where I did go up. Ooh. Ah, I think that one just goes to the bottom floor. Oh, hello. And we have been at before. They're so quiet. Normally they're a lot louder. Oh no, my dodging skill has improved. That is the broken one. The one that increases your chance of getting hit and the enemy's chance of hitting. There was another way up in here that I passed. Because I didn't want to go up unnecessarily. Now we can take this one. Was it in the car by your mom? I've been revisiting a lot of very, very, very corny music. Because sometimes you're just in the mood for old, corny music that you're like, oh, that used to be on all the time. Okay, that goes up. As always, we explore not up before we resort to up. That goes down. Pretty sure that's where it came from. Yep. Good. Oh god. I can't imagine line dancing to Shania. It sounds like the kind of thing that a teacher would do in order to be hip with the kids, but it would absolutely not work out very well. Like, hey guys, let's listen to cool music. The kind of music that, you know, you guys are listening to. Totally. And let's do a dance to it. I understand the need for, like, basic dancing and music lessons at school. It's to make people aware that that direction is available in life, to see that maybe, you know, somebody has interest in it. But, I also had private, singing and piano lessons. And I don't remember anything quite as cringe as, like, your regular school's choice of, like, teaching music. It never got better. It was always pretty bad. Pretty sure it was pretty bad for the teachers too, especially when you're, like, trying to orchestrate a whole bunch of tiny students playing, like, a very, very, very basic flute. Guess we have done quite a lot of that. It never sounded good. It always sounded kinda one-notey. You know what I forgot? To, place down a port right outside this dungeon, so We're actually foot pedaling by feet all the way back. Happens. Yeah, that would happen. Like that one kid that actually got a music education. You know, one thing that I did enjoy was some art classes in school. Because even if you were bad at art, it wasn't like as offensive as the friggin' music classes. It was just a chill thing to do. Draw. I'm not gonna lie, by this point I am lost. I have taken one too many turns and my brain stopped counting. Ooh! It's always kind of weird to just climb up a wall. That's like without proper wall climbing as well. I feel like after a while, I started running in any direction as I do. And that's probably not very helpful. Because then it makes it very, very hard to figure out where you have been and where you haven't. I kind of hope that maybe they could just like put that candelabra, whatever I'm looking for, somewhere close by and obvious for once, but I don't think that that's how this game works. Well, to be fair, there was that one time when I was looking for like an eye for Mage's Guild. It was like literally in the second room that I searched in. And most of the time it's kind of like this. I wish I could take that, but that's a decoration. I wish I could just like... We're being very, very thorough. But imagine if we could just roll a lazy character. Just, I don't know. Grabbed the first thing that looked like a lamp and was like... Is this your candle? No? Are you sure that this isn't a candle? Because I found it in the castle, just like you said. But no, we have like a keen spidey sense on us that just tells us when it is the wrong candle. That was a lot of wall change for no reason. Sometimes I just feel like I am stuck in Windows 95 screensaver. Am I wearing no gloves? I was wearing no gloves! Look at me, now my handsies are protected too. That's good, right? Oh, goodbye, block. Oh, hello. Thank you for opening the secret door. I wouldn't have known otherwise. Mommy, help, the room's making noises at me. Like really serious noises at that. It sounds like the room would love to numb me. It also sounds just a little bit like a ticking time bomb. I have to assume that it is above me. That's right, the death elevator. Oh. Oh. We have arrived. So, do you have like any Cerberus puppies or something? Or very hungry people that might have been going nom nom in like a demonic voice? Because I wasn't entirely sure what I was hearing below. Okay, that kind of sounded like a vampire. I think that they were. Bye! Thought maybe I could have made him fall down the gap, but no dice. I think I'll actually have to face him. But my hat's all the way over there! Give me a sec. Yep, it is the DOSBox version. It is fairly unstable. Thank you. It has done some very interesting things. Just as a suggestion. That's okay. Do not store your articles of clothing, especially things like hats, directly underneath any cats. I just done a precursory shake of this thing, but let's just say that I could eat hairs for breakfast, dinner, and maybe some extra hair on top of that. Is that just a big tuft of hair? Yeah, that was! It was! Okay, there's no hairs remaining on that. I have 2 accessories. I wish I had some more. But that's one day for the rich merchant to figure it out. I'm leaving far enough away. Hopefully be able to rest. That's okay! I just rested. You missed about an hour and a half of door knocking and then figuring out that I was in the wrong city to begin with. That happened. Ah! Okay, let's ride it. Not being scared of the vampire. Being very scared of the vampire. Thank you! That's the wrong place to load up, it's this one. Let's not be scared of the vampire. The vampire can't eat us whole. It can only really electrocute us with its magic hands, which I don't like the thought of, honestly. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing its job. Whatever it is. So let's override a save that's here. I played all of Hogwarts Legacy wearing it, pretty much. That was an incredible amount of magic power shot at me in very quick succession. What is that thing that it does? Seriously! What if I just fucking run? Bye! Oh god. That did not work out. There is an elevator there though. I'm kinda interested in it. I don't have magic. So... It did not notice me for a second. Oh, thank you! No, I don't mind. That's very nice of you. I think it got confused when I got low. I can't even hit him. What the heck? I do know that other people told me that vampires are hard. I hope that it works out for you. It is a fun thing to do, especially if you end up getting Actually, if you don't end up getting viewers, you might just want to post that on YouTube to see if you can end up with some viewers there. But also it allows you to like get comfortable at talking with yourself. How am I still alive? Well, no, not anymore. No! Plus, I don't even know how to activate the console, and I think the cheats are different for DOSBox and for Unity version. How many hits can that thing even take? But yeah, if you don't get viewers, it actually isn't too bad. You get to practice and get comfortable talking to yourself. It's a pretty funny feeling at the start. If people are watching you, you get a bit more self-conscious, Jesus Christ. You can always just not edit. I mean, probably not the smartest thing in the world, but honestly, these videos, the last few times, were bringing in like 300 views each. I don't really do anything, Jesus! No. I don't know where that goes. And I wanna know, okay? It's an elevator. It looks important. Is there a special... There is a whole corridor that way. You're really overdoing it. Be a bit more low effort. No, I do not. Look, my character is really not the mage's type. I managed to save at least one spell. I need to let my cat out because she's a dick. To be fair, she probably just has somewhere to be, but I don't like it when cats make me work. It's very mean of them. They're not even paying me. Can you even call it Dark Souls if this happens in an instant? Did I throw out all of my chameleon potions? Yeah, I don't have anything here. Wizard lock, unknown. Jack of all trades. It's levitating. That's unknown. That's unknown. It's also levitating. That's a free action. That is a vampire ancient. I think it explains a couple of things. Like, why I can't hit him, for example. I have other places to explore. Let's just... Isn't there like a pulley in here? Oh, there it is. Let's hope that it's nowhere important. Yeah, but I'm dying on its first cast anyway. It's just... really powerful. This whole thing is making noises that I don't particularly want to hear. Okay, that's just a cupboard. I was so fine with regular vampires, and then they upgraded them. Now I get to run away screaming instead. I thought maybe that was something that I needed to pick up, but no. That looked so interactable too. Up. Hello, legs. I see you here. Doing your leg things. So if something kind of sounds like a motorboat that's failing to start... God damn it, we can't even unlock that. Then the real solution is to run. I do gotta say, I do like the decorations in this place. They have done more with their castle than most. Most really do jack shit. Like, look, these people even, like, bothered with paintings and stuff. They're even storing a free vampire. I thought maybe there was a button, but no, it's just a pedestal. For all of your pedestaling needs. I've been here before. Wish that there was like a lullaby that I could sing to the vampire or something. Asked it to go, you know, nap time. Look, if someone did say to me, we can fight, or we can nap time, I would totally select nap time. What is with all of these locked doors? Something in here was twice locked and it was an empty room. Maybe the vampire will understand my emo ways. It very relatably opens with, when I was a young boy. You know, maybe it would trigger some memories for the vampire. Maybe his daddy used to take him to parades, we never know. What do I know about vampire culture? Probably nothing that's too sunny either. He might not enjoy it all that much. I swear, these dungeons are enough to, like, give you fatigue. And I'm not even the one running him, my character is. And I'm already like, so much dungeon. Apparently I've never been here. Okay, this was just a door that leads to another door that leads to an orc and a woman having private fun time inside a closet. I've seen too many hentai to not know what was happening in here. It does absolutely nothing, but it allows you to flex at other people about all those points that you used to have. Aw, it's a skeleton! I recognize that scream anywhere. It's only skeletons that sound like that. Is that better than what I have? +3? Plus... no. There are so many gloves these days now. I never used to get gloves. I think that these started hitting me at my fingies. No, it's exactly what it says on the tin. You flex the fact that you have them. There's a streamer called Vinata or Vin, and I'm saving up quite a few points. I think she took down one of her points things. But will this just go? Oh, okay, this only goes down. Fair enough. I thought it might go up. One of the points things, if you have enough, she'll send you a postcard. Can we just not go anywhere? Ah, okay, an elevator that goes nowhere. But there used to be like a point thing where she promised to send you a bag of potatoes. I think she removed it. But god damn it, I wish that some streamer was crazy enough to send me a bag of potatoes. I would totally accept them. Ah yes! For those people without money, you get to flex about how much point you save. This suggests a very, very weird thing that I know what's there, but I've never actually crossed that particular point before. So now it's filled in. But I didn't purchase it with points. It won't feel as special. It's not the gamer girl potatoes, okay? And Vin is one of those people that streams without a camera. See, it can become a running thing between my viewers. You can guys start sending potatoes to each other. And potatoes? This goes like so nowhere. Well, I mean, there is something there, I think. You know what I really, really, really hope? that the magical candle isn't like behind the ancient vampire, because if it is, we're gonna be doing a lot of screaming. That way! That way! This way. I think we have never been here. That is correct. It's the secret potato. Oh, fair enough. I'm trying not to. But, that vampire was something else. Daddy Vlad did not like me. Where does this go? What does that door do? Probably nothing interesting, but still. Oh, right, it's locked, I forgot. You're like, I've been mailed all the potatoes today. Do not ask. It is a secret thing. We're gonna start using the teleporting option because I have explored quite a lot of this dungeon. Let's spin the death roulette, whether it's gonna be water or whether it's gonna be vampire. Oh, it's gonna be inside the cage. Funny. Devs. Very funny. Like, if you're gonna be cheating, you may as well get sent to the naughty corner. Look, I understand. Imagine just like sending potatoes from one continent to the other for no reason whatsoever when you can't just go to the store and get them. Right, so in here, I haven't actually explored that way. You know what I bet? It's gonna be in that magically held lock room. But, the open to the lock will be behind the ancient vampire, which I cannot murder because he does all the murdering for me. And off me, in fact. He does do that a lot. Oh cool, I was here, but wasn't at the same time. I think that's everybody, honestly. It's so surprising for me because everyone's quite panicky about the whole economy thing. Thank you! But it's also somehow everyone. Like, you really feel like you're in hell, but you're in a good company, you know? Everybody just sort of understands one another because I've not seen a singular person have a sane time right now. Ooh, you're alive! That means I haven't been here! Oh, that's good. I did hear a door though. Is this below the vampire? Is this above the vampire? Oh shit. I thank thee for your positioning. It's very, very convenient. Thank you very much. whenever possible, do get stuck on objects. It makes my life so much easier. The most recent investment that I am gonna be doing is I'm going to the dentist on Friday. And that's gonna hurt. Figuratively and literally, probably. I have a tooth that needs removing. I have another tooth that needs fixing. That's not the kind of money that I can avoid spending. Also, my ass went up in sizes, so recently I bought quite a few underwear, but Amazon is failing to deliver them, which is worrying me, because they were supposed to deliver by 12, and they haven't so far. I have like a lot of missing. It's gonna be my second missing one on the side, but because it's back teeth, you can't actually see it, which is pretty cool. Let me guess, it takes me to the Vampire Ancient? Yeah! I guessed right! Look at me go! Oh god. Oh no, that's pretty bad. Let's not use this elevator. At least now we know what's on the other side of it, so that's cool. This place has a lot of elevator. It also has one hole. I'm gonna try it. Because holes are fun. I just had really bad teeth from childhood. They actually grew out being soft. Took them a while to harden. Teeth aren't really supposed to be soft. In case somebody, you know, wants to know that. And my whole family suffers from bad teeth. So I have quite a few teeth that are crowned. And that have been crowns ever since I've been a teenager. But the thing with crowns is they don't last forever. They're like a thing that you get for maybe what, like 10 years? And then they go. So it's about time that they started going. So that's precisely what they're doing. Oh god damn it, I sent the elevator alone because it's impossible. Just... I curse you with soft teeth! What? Ah! I mean, this kind of looks like where I should be, but... I am fucking terrified! I got unterrified! I clicked on it and I took it. But nothing tells me that that's the correct candle. So, was that the correct candle? Do I have it somewhere in here? I know, right? There was a different... Like, look, I have an enchanted candle. Which makes me think that because of the positioning, it had to be the right candle. But also, might not have been the right candle. I told you! I told you that it was gonna be behind the ancient vampire. And it is! Let's save this as was it? And if it wasn't, we can reload to here. But now let's just figure our way out. I can probably teleport closer than this. Oh, this is underwater, okay. That's locked. That's where I need to go, so I feel like this might be as close as we're gonna get. Because I remember the weird rooms entering here. So let me just turn around and walk out. I think this is the right direction. Maybe. I don't actually want to, like, oversave. I'll throw in another save at the dungeon entrance. But if we need to reload, we're reloading into was it. In case it wasn't. I'm pretty confident that it is it. What was it called again? Thankfully, I still have the letter. That's Berenzia, there we go. Akahasi. Somewhere around here, there is a town. Not this way. Why am I hearing all those weird noises? This way. Just died? What wraith? The one that was what, randomly following me? Fair enough, that was just somebody's soul. Who was yelling at me? Where did they go? No, all the fun questions. Let's start loitering. I have a feeling that we'll have to loiter for like 12 hours. I don't want to break into somebody's house while they're sleeping. I also don't want to save and like overwrite a good save file. Because we don't know if it's the right candle or not. I assume that it is. It looked important. Oh. Yay! It was the right candle! Well done, Marta. Let me cast a spell upon the holy candle. There. The holy candle is now safe and yours to keep. Oh, thank you. Not even death can hide a true descendant of Tiber Septim from the Underking. King Lysandus did not die in the Battle of Krigstein. He was slain by treachery before it. The monument to him in Hammerfell is an empty tomb. His remains were secretly taken to an ancient tomb in Menevia, which I will now reveal to you. I do not know who betrayed Lysandus, nor why his spirit haunts the city of Daggerfall, and not the battlefield of Craigain. I have kept my part of the bargain, and you have earned the gratitude of the Underking. Well, thank you for the not cursed candle. Goodbye. Hopefully the game is okay with this as a save file because, well, no, it doesn't let me do one of the hands. So, how about an uvu? It can do an uvu. I know, right? I actually did it. I did the thing. In the next episode, I think we're still in time to tackle the optional Berenzia quest. I think that we should do it for the funsies. After that, the only thing that's remaining now is, well, first of all, I will need a level. That's why tackling an optional Berenzia quest isn't the worst idea. But after that point, we go down a list of quests that lead one into the other, which is Medora's Freedom, which we can do, we don't need a level for that one. Dust of Restful Death, Lysandus Revelation, leading into Lysandus Revenge, which leads into Totem Who Gets the Totem, which leads to Journey to Aetherius. So, after the optional Berenzia's book quest, which we will try to do, and might do a level up for me, we'll do Medora's Freedom, and after that point, all of the other quests, I believe, are requiring me to be level 10. Yeah, so after that point, we'll have to, like, level up and just start going straight for the endgame. The fact that there's an ancient vampire and that I can't kill those does worry me a little bit. But I honestly want to be kind of hard-headed and persist right now. If we see that that's definitely not working in the next few quests, we're gonna get a lot more serial about things like spells and potions. And, you know, doing the whole preparation thing. If we can't just be a hard-headed asshole, I'll try that direction. Oh. Well, I do know that I'm like, what, 6 quests away from like beating the game. Yeah, that ancient vampire was something else. I don't know if that's how they're supposed to function, but it really felt like he could cast about 10,000 spells a minute. So we'll try other quests. And if they don't present with very, very weird vampires, we're good. If they do, we'll try the whole preparation thing. You know, I'm just gonna be so happy that we actually did it and that the game did not die on me, because my anxiety level for the game just having a fatal error or the quest not generating or not starting or the quest item being somewhere where we can't get to, it's just so high. And if it doesn't happen, that's gonna be like, it's gonna feel good. A lot. Let me just see. Currently, this is part 16, and we're gonna approximate that each part lasted about 3 hours for me. Except with like the previous one, which was like 2 hours. So 16 times 3... 32, 48 hours in. Yes. Honestly, I think Morrowind was something above 90 hours in total. So 48 hours, we're doing okay. I do anticipate that every single quest will take like 3 hours each, because we're getting lost in pretty big dungeons. So, be prepared for this to be a slow endeavor. We might be a month off from finishing this with like 2 streams a week. But anyway, thank you people of YouTube that are on my Patreon. Your help you're awesome. And for people on YouTube, people that are gonna be on my Patreon are gonna just kind of be on the screen right now. Thank you for people on Twitch that not only subscribed to me with Prime and talked to me about potatoes, but also decided to watch this whole endeavor. It's very, very fun. And I am gonna see you next week, probably at more regular streaming hours. Yeah, because I push my streaming to later, it's a me thing. It's not even like something that I can't correct, but I end up procrastinating or doing my work late or having a lot of engagements, and then I just start streaming really, really late. But yeah, and then we'll see how we'll see how next week goes, because I always like promise to be there, and then maybe a health thing happens. And I mean, between Thursday and Saturday streams, I'm gonna have a whole ass dental appointment, so we're gonna see with that. Anyway, thank you for being here, and I'm gonna see you the next time. Toodaloo!